Sir, good afternoon
sir.
po. Sir, follow up lang namin yung sa war on drugs petition na you filed a motion sa Supreme Court na wag ibigay yung all documents of Tokhang to the two petitioners. Bakit po ayaw natin bigyan, i-furnish ng courtesy copy yung mga petitioners?
Well, that was last year pa yun. I was wondering why they only filed their motion lately. Because, you know, the case refers only to the Santa Ana incidents, and I think one in Manila or Baguio. It does not, the case is not about the nationwide alleged EJK. So what is the connection between the nationwide statistics and a particular case focusing only on Santa Ana and two other places? The other one is these are confidential in nature because there's still an ongoing investigation. So that's it.
Sir, yung isa kasi sa mga prayer nila is to declare the entire campaign against drugs unconstitutional. So they're saying connected sila din.
You know, when you file a case, you do not file, you just single out who is the victim. Diba? If that is the situation, then all EJK killers in the world should be decided by the Supreme Court. That's baloney.
Sir, some groups are saying it shows now that the government is trying to hide yung documentation, that it cannot
No, we are
prove that
not
it
hiding.
prosecuted anything.
They are not entitled to it. Okay.
Sir, what would just to flip the question, what would I guess what case would necessitate the release of such documents if in the case of Santa Ana it was only specific to Santa Ana? What case should they have filed?
Well, according to the to some of the justices, they should have filed in the lower court for writ of amparo, or what was the other one?
Writ of habeas data.
Writ of habeas data. Because the Supreme Court is not a trier of facts.
Sir, pero parang may naunang order granting the request of the Free Legal Assistance Group na ibigay na lahat. Tapos ito ata yung pino-follow up nila.
No. In fact, our position, our initial position was we should not give, because this is not, we are not trying the entire, EJK in the Philippines. And besides, the Supreme Court cannot, it's not a trier of fact court.
So apart from it being confidential, what other reason, and the other reason that you mentioned earlier, that it's only specific,
They're not entitled to it.
Yes, but other than, you mentioned the documents being confidential in nature.
Yes, because there are still cases that are still being investigated by the law enforcement, by the police. No?
What would be the effects
Still
if they
ongoing cases.
Yes, but what would be the effect if they were released
Then
prior to the conclusion of the investigation?
They will know the movements of our operatives.
So kasi people are waiting for proof that the government investigated each and every one of the deaths, so they want to see the documents.
You know, I think how many bundles of
several reams of documents.
some are still being investigated. So why give away matters that still pertain in the investigation stage?
So how would you comply with the Supreme Court's orders regarding the PNP files? Would you give some of the available files that you have that are already completed, or you would not give anything at all?
You know, Associate Justice Carpio asked for it. So, out of respect for him, we gave it to them under a condition. And the court accepted it.
And the
What was the
condition is,
condition?
Well, the condition is it should not be given to the other parties who are not involved in this case.
not even, sir, to the petitioners in San Andres Supreme case.
No, it refers only to a few aggrieved persons, not the entire number of alleged EJK. Some are still under investigation.
So only the Supreme Court can see the documents, sir.
Ano?
Only the Supreme Court can
Yes.
see.
Yes.
And how did
Kasi kung wala ito, kung gusto nilang malaman yung kwan, they already know because they're the lawyers of the aggrieved parties. So what is their business trying to know other incidents?
So
They're
what
not the
about-
lawyers of all EJK aggrieved persons.
So what
Diba?
about the documents related to the petitioners?
What is the relation between a killing in Marawi and a killing here in Santa Ana? Tell me. There's none.
Sir, may mga nagsasabi na hint na daw to or prompt sa ICC to say you're not willing and able to investigate everything kasi
You
may
know, the problem with them is that they're putting words into our mouth. This is a case before the Supreme Court. And we, out of respect for the Supreme Court, we gave these documents, even if they're not germane to the case at hand.
So just to confirm, there was full compliance na from your end on
Yes.
the requirements of the Supreme Court.
Yes.
Sir, all
given last
20,000.
That was last year.
Yes, yes.
If we did not comply, then we would have received an order from the Supreme Court.
Sir, and how did the Supreme Court manifest its agreement to your condition that only the Supreme Court could see these documents? Was there an order?
We complied with the order of the Supreme Court, and thereafter there was no more order for us.
Was there a manifestation? Did you file a manifestation stating that you would give the documents under the condition that it would only be for the perusal
Yes,
and
well,
reference
that
for
was
justice?
our condition.
How did they agree, sir? Were you told?
May order po ba stating that the
They
Pumayag
manifestation
na
is
po ba sila,
granted?
sir, na
That was
hindi lahat?
last year, more than a year already.
What do you remember?
Well, the Supreme Court accepted the documents that we gave to them.
In the
And there was no order for us to give to the other parties in the case.
All right, sir. So you implied, sir, from the lack of any order from the Supreme Court furnishing the other party that they agreed with your condition.
What do you think? We did not receive any order.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.